Hey, beautiful souls. I pray that you all are having a blessed day so far. Now, let's talk about celibacy. There are a lot of women out here. I was watching a video the other day, reading the comments, and a lot of women were talking about how they've been celibate for 50 something years, 10 years, this amount of years, and how it's very easy for them. And I don't think that that is the case for every woman who decides to take upon the journey of celibacy, right? If you identify yourself with how your partner makes you feel, so if your partner makes you feel loved, then you feel like you deserve love. If your partner makes you feel beautiful, then you believe that you're beautiful. And without that and without sex, and now you feel like, well, who am I? Who am I without a partner? Who am I without sex? Then obviously celibacy will not be as easy for you. And I've experienced that. Celibacy wasn't just grand experience. No, I had to learn to identify with myself, to find worth and value within myself without tying it to sex or having a partner. And I've always been involved with someone from I was 14 years old. So my identity was always tied to a relationship. How I felt about myself was always tied to a relationship or how a man made me feel. And then I would lash out if I didn't feel the way I wanted to feel. That's going to be another video though. So my whole point is celibacy is amazing. It's a beautiful, empowering experience. I feel empowered having not had sex for a while. It feels good. I slipped up some time ago, got back on track, and now it's been a while, right? But when you start to find your worth, your beauty, your value within yourself and through God, when you start to do that, the way that you feel empowered is magical. Right? Because now all that focus, especially if you're a people pleaser or someone who does a lot for others so that you can feel love. For example, you're making sure the house is clean, you're making sure you cook, not just because you love your husband or your partner, but because you want them to love you. That is a problem. Do things because it's the right thing to do, not because you want someone to love you. So if you've always been doing that, then it's actually difficult to find that love for yourself when you've been people pleasing so that others can love you. Celibacy is beautiful. I absolutely love it. And if it's something you've been thinking about and you came across this video, I say do your absolute best. Take it moment by moment, day by day, and pray, 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 because temptation is out there. When you watch things, you see them making love, or if it can be difficult. It can be difficult. But what I find to be beautiful about celibacy is putting that focus on myself, pursuing myself, focusing on my goals. When you stop giving your body away, you're able to reflect and focus on just yourself. You're able to sit in just your energy. You're able to look at your flaws differently because now you're not tying everything to a relationship. You only have you against you. It's you looking in the mirror. It's you focused on you. And yes, at first, in the beginning of this, it's extremely difficult. Sometimes you won't even like yourself. Well, who the heck am I outside of a relationship? I've been codependent for years. How do I pursue something like celibacy when I've always tied who I was to having a partner and to having sex, and I'm no longer doing that? It can be a complete mind, if you know what I'm saying, right? And temptation is out there, the things you watch and the people you talk to, and it's not easy. I would like to say that it's not easy. Kudos to all the women who feel like it's very easy. I think over time it can become easier, but that doesn't mean that temptation never tempts you ever again. And so you just have to be aware of why you are choosing to go down the path of celibacy. Why are you doing it? What is your reason? And I pray that your reason is so that you can pursue yourself, focus on your relationship with God first and foremost. Now, I'm all about self-love, but I'm not about self-love just for self. I'm about self-love because I believe God wants us to love ourselves so that we can love others properly. It is very difficult to give genuine love when you don't love yourself. And just because you do a lot for somebody doesn't mean that you genuinely love them. Sometimes you just want to feel loved yourself, and that's why you're doing the things you're doing, which is not the same thing. So understand your why. Understand that celibacy can be extremely powerful and empowering, not just to you, but to other women who are looking to, go down that path. And so you really want to tap into the part of you that can just focus on you without trying to focus on your partner's needs, how your partner feels about you. That can be exhausting. And I must say that it feels good not having to worry about how someone else feels about me and instead focus on how I feel about me while I strengthen my relationship with God. To me, all that is tied into each other. Your relationship with God and how you show up for yourself, hand in hand. hand in hand. I couldn't be celibate without God. There's no way. There's no way, because I've started from a very young age, from the age of 14. That's a long time. I'm now 35. That's a very long time to have started something, and now you're trying to change your narrative, and that can be very difficult. And so you have to understand your why, understand that you are doing this for a reason even much greater than yourself. The energy you exude when you begin to love yourself in that whole genuine, optimistic way energy is transferable. And so when you transfer energy, you want it to be good energy, positive energy. That is what you want. You want to give it to yourself so that you can put it out into the world. So is celibacy easy? I'd say no. Because in my specific journey, like I said, I was tying my self-worth and value to sex and to a partner. So I had to learn, which was not a difficult learning. It had to take it day by day. Some days I cried heavily. Sometimes the negativity will try to get you from doing the thing that's extremely beneficial to your being. It's extremely beneficial to your growth. And you have to learn your word. You have to learn God's ways so you can take captive of those negative thoughts. Okay? And so I just wanted to make a quick video about that because it's something that is extremely important to me. It's something that has helped me in my womanhood a whole lot. That, not to say that I never want a partner again. That's not where I'm at. I would love to have a partner, and I would love for it to be a very loving relationship, and I would love for the sex to be mind-blowing, okay? Mind-blowing because we are spiritually connected, emotionally connected, mentally connected, and physically connected. That is what I want. But until I'm in the place to have these things in the ways that I'd like it, I'm going to put the focus on me. I have the power right now, and the ball is in my court, and I have the power right now. When you choose to go down a path of celibacy, it's the same for you. You have the power now. It's a way to take your power back. It's a way to also take your energy back from all the partners that you just so willingly gave yourself to without even loving yourself properly first. I put my phone down and then realized I had something else to say. Also, there's probably a lot of things you've been wanting to do that you have not been able to do because you've been so focused on your relationships. There's probably a lot of goals that you had set, a lot of goals that you wanted to reach, a lot of creative pursuits you wanted to pursue that you have not been doing because you are too focused on pleasing your partner or making your partner feel a certain way so that they can give you love in return. And if that is you, you are never going to be satisfied. You are never going to be happy. Okay? And so start focusing on the goals that you had set. Start focusing on your values. Start getting to know you without the attachment of a partner all over again. Okay? All right, now that's it. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. Let me know if you're celibate, if you're thinking about being celibate, how long you've been celibate, how you're feeling, how has it empowered you. Let's have some deep conversation down in the comments. I love chatting with women. I love hearing about women's stories and how they are growing. I also like to hear about the pain, but the pain has to come with a way of making things better for yourself, a way of resolutions. I love having conversation where resolutions are included because then it shows growth. Also, you have to be accountable for your own actions. I don't blame any of the men that I was dealing with at all. Not even a little bit. I understand the role that I played. Even if you think you were the most loving partner and you did the best you could and things just didn't. At the end of the day, when you choose someone who isn't good for you, there's something inside of you that wants to let you know why you're still choosing something that isn't good for you, why you've stuck with something that isn't good for you. So if you know that you should be celibate, you feel it in your spirit that you should be celibate and you haven't been answering that call, there's something inside of you that wants to heal and you're just ignoring it. So I plead to you to answer the call if you feel like that is the path that you should go down for your benefit. If you feel like you are ready to take your power back, if you feel like you are ready to look yourself in the mirror and say, you are beautiful because I say you are beautiful. You are valuable because I say you are valuable. You are worthy because I say you are worthy. All right. When you trust in how God feels about you, you'll start to look at yourself completely different. But it takes time. So there's going to be some that this is easy for, and there's going to be some that it's not easy for. I'm on in the middle of easy, not easy. Some days it's, yay, I'm doing this. And some days it's like, wow, right? Just be honest with yourself. Continue to pray on it and continue to understand why you have gone down this path or why you want to. All right? Cultivate happiness within. Understand that this is your power. This is your power. It is yours, and you choose what to do with it. All right? I love you all. Have a blessed day. Peace.